Game 7 of the Western Conference Finals. San Francisco have endured 6 long games. 3 they have won, 3 they have lost. It is now the last stand. There is no looking back as they must lay it all on the line against the Oklahoma City Thunder. Will round 3 end in an upset of epic proportions? Coming right up.
Thank you for joining us for an NBA playoff thriller. Game 7 of the Western Conference Finals. Only one team will advance. Who will it be? I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson, with David Aldridge roaming the sideline. And the injury report for both teams. Players who will not be available tonight.
And in the postseason, health always such a big factor. Neither team at full strength. No excuses. You gotta find a way.
Now the opening lineup for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Dort and Williams up in the forward positions. Gilgeous-Alexander out there with Case and Wallace. And it's Holmgren in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for the Warriors, Jose Alvarado is out there with Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Then it's Paul George. Then there's Chamberlain. And it's Mobo in at the power forward position. There's Williams. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Pass to Caldwell-Pope. And shot on the way. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And that'll start us off already. You can feel the tension in this arena.
And sometimes getting that first bucket puts momentum in your corner. But we'll just have to see.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Pocket 6. To the paint. The 3. Comes out of the gate empty. He's 0 for 1. And here's Caldwell-Pope. He brings it up for the Warriors. And this is a team that, quite frankly, has been incredibly impressive so far in the postseason, with only 3 losses to date.
And to get to this stage of the playoffs and only have 3 losses is really incredible. But they can't get carried away knowing that. The job's not finished. And I'll tell you, the combination of agility, wingspan, and stamina, very difficult to keep Wilt from scoring off those misses.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. The Thunder shooting their initial free throws of the game right here. Good from Gilgeous-Alexander.
And this guy just does everything. Scores, passes, good rebounder. Just an all-around terrific basketball player.
For a star like him, you get lots of opportunities at the line, and he's great at cashing them in.
Now here's Caldwell-Pope. George from deep three-point land. And the first shot of the night for him, no good. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, I did get a chance to catch up with the Warriors head coach. He immediately mentioned that Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, of course, is at the top of their scouting report. He told me the key to stopping SGA is defending without fouling. Easier said than done, but try to keep him off the free throw line. And try, emphasis on try, to make Shai a jump shooter. A very tall task. Guys?
Thank you, David. And so he hits the technical free throw. Now Williams. Dort a screen on Caldwell-Pope. Shot clock at 6. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. Holmgren gets the bucket.
And with that threat of the outside jumper, Holmgren generates space for this offense.
And here's George. Pass to Mobo. Alvarado with it. Here's Chamberlain. And the rejection by Holmgren.
already set the Summer League record for blocks in his first game. Holmgren, one of the best young shot blockers in the league.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. And here's Chamberlain. Defended by Holmgren. Caldwell Pope for three. Traps in the tray. Caldwell Pope's got 5 now.
And the three-pointer, a big part of KCP's game. About half his shots come from out there.
Holmgren wide open. A three-pointer off the mark.
Just haven't found their offensive footing yet, only managing to sink one of their first 5 shots.
And it's out of bounds. The Warriors able to retain possession here. Here's Caldwell Pope. Shot from the inbound. Rebound by Wallace. Oklahoma City's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Here are this postseason's dead-eye shooters. These guys have knocked down a ton of shots from downtown. 5th, Jalen Williams.
He is having so much success from beyond the three-point line. Some guys just thrive on this kind of pressure.
And he's good on the second. And so it's San Francisco with it. They lost their last game on Tuesday.
And probably expected to win that game. And maybe that caused them to come out a little flat. Just a bit of complacency.
Here's George. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That one on George.
And you know, George is a tough cover. The length, the range, smooth athlete, very difficult to match up with.
And the Thunder making a switch here. Hartenstein's checked in. First one falls for him.
And what I love about Paul George, the production, year after year after year.
No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. And Chamberlain with the stuff.
And that's just too easy. The size, strength, length. No way to stop Chamberlain once he gets the ball in that close.
And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Dort to screen on Caldwell Pope. Chamberlain with the block. And here we go. San Francisco, fast break. And the rejection by Holmgren. Here's Dort. Some solid defense from Chamberlain.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up for the Thunder. It's a 5-point game. Hartenstein passes to Holmgren. And again, no good by Oklahoma City.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Alvarado with it. Still scoreless. And it's in there.
Yeah, and knifing into the middle. Caldwell Pope, not just a perimeter threat. Young fella can elevate. They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Dort passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. To halt the run. Excellent D there from George.
Give the defender credit. Willing to challenge the shot. Lots of other guys just let them score there.
Thunder trailing by 7. Now an update on Jalen Williams from David Aldridge. David, what'd you find out?
Hey, Kevin, I chatted briefly with the head athletic trainer for the Thunder. Well, guys, it could have been much worse. It's a shoulder bruise, and it's aching a bit by the looks of things. Hopefully he won't be out too long, but if he can't play, you know he'll be supporting his guys from the bench as they try to get to the NBA Finals. Kevin?
Thanks for the status report there, David. At least we now know, Greg, how he's doing.
Yeah, when you talk injury, the unknown factor is always a difficult thing to deal with.
And you never want to speculate. So it's nice for us, and especially his teammates, to get some facts.
Here's Alvarado. After the made shot from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And Caldwell Pope now atop the key. Pass to Chamberlain. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Alvarado. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City.
And they've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Wallace. Down low. Here's Holmgren. And the dunk by Holmgren.
And attacking the rim. Holmgren making excellent use of that height inside.
Here's Alvarado. Still yet to score. Over in the corner, Caldwell Pope. Count that bucket. And the Warriors lead by 6.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout here. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. Several teams changing it up here. Thunder trailing by 6. Pass to Joe. Ball against Gilgeous-Alexander. Inside, Holmgren. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in.
Oh, man, he's feeling it this quarter. They should be looking to get him going every trip down the floor.
Now, here's ball. Caldwell Pope outside. Chamberlain against Holmgren. And he dunks it down.
How about the body control and just the sheer athletic prowess?
All right, for those who are a little bit curious about the game-to-game adjustments, I've realigned the playbook. I've been noticing in this series that Chet Holmgren's been doing a good job of bothering Chamberlain's shot close to the basket. I decided to go ahead and extend the offense more, and we're going to run more outside standard post-up plays to give Chamberlain more room to use his drop step moves for hard drives to the basket. Because I'm finding out when I go up and elevate, he still has the length to be able to challenge Chamberlain. By putting him out here, it gives Chamberlain a chance to use his superior athleticism and speed. And also, too, you got more space to work with. And Chet Holmgren cannot stay with him in that situation. So now we're getting Chamberlain some better looks here.
Of Chamberlain on that one.
Nice angle on that replay with the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Now here's Williams. Nothing on the board. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Good.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
San Francisco leading by 4. Pass to Chamberlain. And the rejection by Holmgren.
An outstanding shot blocker. It's not just about Holmgren's length. It's about his positioning as well.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
Now ball. Now Chamberlain, defended by Holmgren. Chamberlain the pass to ball. It's Chet Holmgren with the rebound.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game. And the quickness off the floor, the insane reach. Well, one of the greatest shot blockers you'll ever see.
Here's Williams. Here's Joe. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. San Francisco has gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. And here is ball. Back to Thompson from deep three-point land. And it's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander with the rebound. Outside, Dort. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. To the inside. Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. Williams with the ball. Now guarded by Ball. Up top, Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Williams. And a slam by Williams.
He may not have that traditional power forward build, but his bounce, well, that kind of levels the playing field.
Outside ball. Pass to Caldwell Pope. And again, it's the Warriors missing. And the Thunder with possession. They're on a 12-4 run right now. And the slam by Williams.
Well, Dort makes the smart play there. He spots a wide open shooter and just gets him the ball.
Ball, the pass to Kleba. Caldwell Pope with a wide open look. Off target with his three. The Thunder with the lead. Gilgeous-Alexander finds Holmgren. It's Dort on the wing. 4 on the clock. Goes up the baseline. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Holmgren the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. And Gilgeous-Alexander throws it down.
And watch out for SGA going to the basket. He will put it on your head if you're not watching.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Ball to pass to Thompson. Here's Chamberlain. Defended by Holmgren. Caldwell Pope outside. Pass to Thompson for 3. They grab their own miss. And Chamberlain with the stuff.
When he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for them.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
Yeah, you can feel Coach smiling on the sidelines with every offensive board.
And so here is Oklahoma City. San Francisco making their last shot. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Here's Caldwell Pope. Count it. Caldwell Pope's got the game tied up here for the Warriors.
And good touch there on the floater. A shot KCP is adding to his arsenal.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
This is his first free throw of the game. And he makes the first. And Joe drops them both. Healed with it. Outside ball. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Thunder lead by 2. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. And we're back courtside at Game 7 as this series comes to a head. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Oklahoma City?
The ball movement has been outstanding so far. They've come out of the gate looking for that extra pass.
Oh, man, their mid-range jumper also has been on fire. Tough to beat a group of guys shooting with that much confidence.
So the Thunder 5 right now. The 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Holmgren and Hartenstein. Alex Caruso out there with Isaiah Joe. And it's Wiggins in at the 3 spot.
Hield showing his quick release.
Oklahoma City trailing. To the middle, here's Hartenstein. Ball with the rebound.
And the defense did just enough to bother that dunk attempt.
They get it back.
Even though it wasn't a clear path, he knows that that's a shot he should make more oftentimes than not.
Ball against Caruso. Fires for 3. The Warriors pull it in. Outside ball. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. Adams sets the pick for George. Over Joe and misses it off the right side of the rim. It's a neck-and-neck game in San Francisco. Pass to Hartenstein. For 3, Holmgren. Count that as his 4th basket of the night. Just 7 shots to get there.
And playing up-tempo, pro-level ball can be hard for some guys, but Holmgren has easily made the transition.
Ball kicks to George. 16 feet away, and Hield gets it to go on the assist by George. Hield's got 5 points now in the quarter. The Thunder have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Here's Joe. He's covered by Ball. Holmgren can't hit. And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. In the second quarter, they've given up just 3 points. Outside, George. Back to Ball. 5 on the clock. San Francisco needs to get a shot off here. George, no good. Oklahoma City has gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. And out of bounds as San Francisco gains possession.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Wallace is checked in for Aaron Wiggins. For San Francisco, they've gone 2 of 5 in the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. Back to Ball. Pass to George. Fires the 3. Hits the three-point bomb. And the Warriors lead by 3.
Quick decision right there from George, not giving the D any time to react.
Paul George with the steal. Pushing it up. And the rejection by Holmgren. Drives to the hoop. Caruso shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That one on George.
You talk about Alex Caruso. Here's a guy that fought for his spot in this league. He gives 100% effort on every single possession.
The free throw drops for Caruso. And the Thunder making a change here. Williams is checked in. Both shots good from the stripe. Here's Ball. Scoreless thus far. Pass to Chamberlain. And it's in. Basket number 6 for him thus far. He has only missed 2 shots from the floor.
But here's the problem. Now, no one's got the strength to move Wilt off his spot, and no one has the height to challenge the shot at its point of release. Yeah, easy call.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for San Francisco.
They've really been dialed in from deep. This is a team that has a ton of confidence in their outside shooting ability.
And let's not forget how terrific they've been on the offensive glass, throwing themselves on that backboard and being rewarded with additional points.
Aaron Wiggins, he's checked in for Isaiah Joe. Pass to Chamberlain. Here's Mobo, defended by Holmgren. Chamberlain, the pass to Ball. 5 to shoot, and here's George. Goes back up. It's good. The assist that time from Ball. Ball's got 3 assists in the game. Here's Williams, and it's Williams finishing it off.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Now, here's Ball. Still without a basket. Pass to Chamberlain. Over Holmgren. Chamberlain, no good. Oklahoma City's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Here's Holmgren. Holmgren with a screen on George. Here's Wallace. Back to Holmgren. Wiggins with it. Wiggins sets a screen for Caruso. A good look from Holmgren. Wide open shot is on the money. Holmgren's got 5 points now in the quarter. For San Francisco, they've gone 5 of 11 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. Here's Chamberlain. The shot missing. Good D by Holmgren.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Now here's Williams. D right on him. No good that time. San Francisco has gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. Again with the block.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Greg protecting the rim. Love the hustle. Here's George. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
Solid play there from PG. Absorbing the contact, but staying with that shot for the and one.
The Warriors have converted 1 of 2 free throws so far today. Gilgeous-Alexander's checked in for the Thunder. Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for Oklahoma City. Trailing by 2.
And Caruso's athleticism just jumps out to you, especially when he's up there finishing.
Ball against Gilgeous-Alexander. Chamberlain kicks the ball. Outside, George. They kick out to Hield. A three-pointer, no good.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
That's good from Wallace on the assist by Williams. And now it's a 3-point Oklahoma City lead.
When he gets a quality look like this at the perimeter, he can almost be automatic.
Wallace against Hield. Here's Chamberlain. And again. And it's the Warriors missing.
Some people could say he's struggling on offense this period. I like to think of more of drowning. Just can't seem to find his confidence.
Now here's Wallace. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Goes to the reverse layup and claps it in. Gilgeous-Alexander's got the lead up to 5 now for the Thunder. San Francisco shooting not great, 40% for the game. Pass to George, and they get it. And Holmgren pulls it down. Holmgren's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. Now, Gilgeous-Alexander. Over in the corner, Williams. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in. Williams has got 7 now in this quarter. Outside, ball. Pass to Chamberlain. The bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
And one of the most prolific scorers you'll find. Wilt keeps finding ways to raise the bar, as evidenced by his output here tonight.
Catching up on the changes for San Francisco. Laravia's checked in, and it's Klay Thompson in for Paul George. Hartenstein's checked in for the Thunder.
I mean, he is tearing the defense apart, and let's face it, they have not brought their A game on that side of the ball.
Caldwell Pope on the wing.
And always a smooth athlete. KCP doing a better job of drawing contact.
For San Francisco, they've shot 75% at the line tonight, going 3 for 4. The first one falls. And Caldwell Pope drops them both.
Yeah, much improved foul shooter. KCP also starting to get to the line at a higher rate.
Williams finds Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Williams. Deflects the pass. Caldwell Pope with some nice D.
Had enough room to finish, and that's one he'll usually make.
Chamberlain, the pass to Caldwell Pope. Caldwell Pope on the wing. It's rebounded by Hartenstein. Hartenstein's got his 4th rebound in this one. And it's Williams throwing it down.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Thompson sets the pick for Ball. Pass to Caldwell Pope over Wallace. And it's Chamberlain finishing it off.
And how about the offensive rebound with a little extra punch on the putback?
You're right, Craig. As they look to trim the deficit, could we see them send a few more bodies to the boards from here on out? Maybe, just maybe. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander missing. Here's Caldwell Pope. The Thunder pull it in. Wallace has got 5 rebounds tonight. Williams with the ball. Now guarded by Caldwell Pope. Back to Williams. Pass to Caruso. He's looking for Hartenstein and finds him. 6 to shoot. Took the opportunity when he saw it. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 7 points here in this quarter.
And this is SGA's role. He's out here to score and score often.
Now, here's Chamberlain. Here's LaRavia. Yes, and a nice assist from Chamberlain. Chamberlain got his 3rd assist on the night.
They're having more success from three-point range here in the second after a rough first quarter from deep.
Now, here's Caruso. Pass to Hartenstein. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Caldwell Pope finds Thompson. Now, here's Chamberlain. Wallace covering. Outside Williams. Over Thompson. Chamberlain with the block.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Over Hartenstein. Chamberlain, no luck.
Defense kind of rolled the dice there, and I'm a little surprised that it ended up going their way with the miss.
To the paint, Gilgeous-Alexander scores the bucket. He's 7 for 11 and continues to look good.
And his ability to efficiently score, that's really helped him out in this one, putting them ahead on the scoreboard.
Ball feeling it out a bit. They double-team Chamberlain. Here's LaRavia. His 2nd shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
Yeah, liking the vision there from Caldwell Pope, looking to get his guys going when they're open.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Hartenstein. Wallace outside. Hartenstein with the screen for Wallace. No good with the triple. San Francisco trails by 5. Now, here's Ball. No scoring in this one. Chamberlain against Hartenstein.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
This is his 2nd trip to the free throw line.
At the line for 2, Wilt Chamberlain.
That free throw missing, so it's both teams making substitutions here. And he sinks the 2nd. 5 seconds left in the first half. Fires from way outside. That shot misses. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, guys, has been on display for the Thunder. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. And we'll be right back after this.
First half of this postseason contest, and it hasn't been a great game so far.
They're really going to war for those second chance points, running guys to the offensive glass. It's a tight game. That could be the difference maker.
As long as it doesn't hurt their transition defense.
It all comes down to a decisive Game 7. Guys, what's it going to take for them to close out this series?
You can't leave anything in the tank. Approach it like you're playing for your life, because in some ways you are.
And you can't get sloppy and waste a bunch of possessions. You got to keep that focus.
No question. Let's get it. That'll do it for our show tonight. Thanks for joining us, and we'll send you back to Kevin Harlan for more hoops action.
What an atmosphere in here as we return to the action of the Western Conference Finals. You know, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has been exceptional here tonight, guys.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
You love guys who can get their shots within the flow of the offense.
Contavious Caldwell-Pope is out there with Jose Alvarado. Then there's Chamberlain. Then it's George. And it's Mobo in at the four-man position. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. And for the Thunder, the post-pair form will be Williams and Holmgren. Gilgeous-Alexander out there with Case and Wallace. And it's George in at the three. It's taken away by Wallace. Pass to Holmgren. And the dunk by Holmgren.
You want a high percentage take offensively, get it to Holmgren in that spot.
And here's Chamberlain. Defended by Holmgren. They double-team Chamberlain. Here's Alvarado. And out of bounds as the Thunder gain possession. Duque leaderboard. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is second.
And he's taken off on a tremendous scoring streak at the perfect time. I mean, obviously, he's established himself as a premier playoff performer.
Pass to Holmgren. The Warriors pull it in. Chamberlain got 11 rebounds in the game. Here's Caldwell-Pope. A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
And not the first time we've seen this. When KCP's confident, when he's in rhythm, he can fill it up with the best of them.
Now, here's George. Hasn't made one yet. Here's Holmgren. Rebounded by Wilt Chamberlain.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
Here's George. Gilgeous-Alexander with the rebound. And now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander, the fast break chance. He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
At the line for the Thunder, Jalen Williams taking 2 shots.
And that one falls for Williams. And he can't hit the second. San Francisco trails by 5. Here's Caldwell-Pope, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. For San Francisco, they've scored 6 points from their 8 attempts at the line so far.
Taking 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. And Caldwell-Pope drops them both. The Thunder leading by 3. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He is hauled in by Paul George.
Out of halftime, not the way you want to execute, just 1 of 5 from the field.
Pass to Chamberlain. The shot, no good. Good D by Holmgren. Wallace looking for an opening. Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Dort. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. Shot clock at 6. Holmgren can't hit. San Francisco trails by 3. Here's Caldwell-Pope. Chamberlain the pass to George. Alvarado with it. Back to George. And he banks in the layup. George has got 11 points.
And it's really hard to knock George off his balance. He's just so long and strong. Nice tape there.
It's Williams with the drive. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. And one on Caldwell Pope.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
This is his third trip to the free throw line. And that one falls for Williams. Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line. And so George will bring it up for San Francisco. Caldwell Pope outside. Back to George. Chamberlain with a screen on George. George, no good. For Oklahoma City, they've gone only 1 of 6 from the field in the third quarter. Not how they pictured the half started.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Now George, after Lou Dort's three-pointer that didn't go. Outside, George, back to Caldwell Pope. Holmgren with the steal. Here's Dort. Wilt Chamberlain with the rebound. Chamberlain got rebound number 17, if you can believe that. And he jams it with authority.
Oh, nice work finding the open man by George. Plays like this prove he's a team player.
Oklahoma City's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Wallace, the pass to Dort. Here's George. And George with the stuff. And not even 3/4 out of the way. So many lead changes.
The fans, guys, are getting their money's worth. Heck, I should have paid to watch this one. It's been a nail.
Chamberlain with the block. Williams gets the 14-footer to fall. Williams has got it all tied up now for Oklahoma City. For San Francisco, they've gone a somewhat subpar 4 of 10 on their shots in the second half so far. Now, Alvarado. He has yet to score. The shot's good by Chamberlain.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Now here's Williams. He's got 19. Kept alive. Here's Wallace. The wing jumper off target. And San Francisco with possession. They're on a 12-4 run. And here's Caldwell Pope. He's got 20. Pass to George. Clock at 6. Connects from three-point range. George has got 7 points here in this quarter.
And what a smooth three-point shot. George has worked hard to develop that stroke.
Holmgren with a screen on George. From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. Nailed from three-point land.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Now, here's Caldwell Pope. Lob pass to George. To the wing right side. Three-pointer. Here's Chamberlain, and that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Holmgren sets the screen for Gilgeous-Alexander. Williams kicks to Dort. Back to Williams. Wallace outside. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
They're losing because he is struggling so bad, and he has not looked comfortable all game.
Caldwell Pope outside. It's Chet Holmgren with the rebound. Holmgren's got 15 rebounds here tonight.
And imagine how good they'll look if he can start to chip in a bit more offensively.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 22 points for him. Launches a 3. Holmgren can't hit.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Back to Caldwell Pope over Williams. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Caldwell Pope's got 6 in the quarter.
And as Caldwell Pope improves his scoring, I think he's got a chance to be special. We know about his defense. And those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
Here's Alvarado. The Thunder making the shot. Outside for George. And Caldwell Pope now atop the key. Holmgren with the block. And Mark Daigneault calls timeout. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust.
Man, we got to get Wilt out of there. He is exhausted. I tell you, people just don't take into consideration the game-to-game fatigue and how it impacts in these seasons, man. It changes the whole landscape. Let's just take a look and see what Wilt's looking like right now. Like, look at all of his metrics are down. The man's exhausted. The man is exhausted. Everything is down. Got to get him out of there. Everybody's tired, for that matter. They're busting their butts. It's been a defensive game, too. It's been really physical. And we're running out of guys. Remember, Harrison Barnes is hurt. Ellis is hurt. So we really don't have a deep bench like we usually do. This is... See, normally you'd bring in Ellis or Caldwell Pope be coming off the bench right now. Ellis is supposed to be starting. There's no way he can play with that sprained ankle. Not in a game like this, all that speed that OKC has. So you gotta bring in Buddy Hield. Not nearly the same defensive player, but he can shoot the three though.
Both teams will make substitutions. Thunder trailing by 4. There's a good screen. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, and the shot goes in. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 24.
And good work inside. SGA will make more room for himself on the perimeter when he can be effective down low.
Here's Alvarado. Still scoreless. Hield can't hit.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
Tough to watch those miss. I'm sure they'll convert the next chance.
On a dime, Shea got right where he wanted for that shot.
Alvarado with it. On the wing, Hield. Back to Alvarado. Hield outside. Hands it from downtown. Hield's got 8 points.
You got to expect this from a high-volume shooter with range like Hield. He loves to let threes fly from everywhere.
Here's Williams. And the layup is good.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Here's Alvarado. Hield, the pass to LaRavia. Thunder with the rebound. And we've got a whistle. The refs are indicating it's a transition take foul. It's going to be a shot and the ball. Hey guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for San Francisco?
These guys have been hitting the offensive boards hard throughout this whole game. Great job converting the extra opportunities.
And I'll tell you, the energy they've shown in the open floor, boy, it has been terrific. Doing a phenomenal job converting in those situations.
And the Warriors making a change here. Kleba's checked in. Hartenstein, he's checked in for the Thunder. Alex Caruso comes in for George. 1:51 left to play here in the third. Back to Alvarado. Goes up on the wing, and he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Thompson's got the game tied up here for the Warriors. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Inside, Holmgren the pass to Hartenstein. Here's Caruso. That three off the mark. San Francisco has gone 2 of 5 with the three-point shot since coming out of the break. Hield outside. Thompson outside. Just 4 to shoot. Shoots over Caruso. It's rebounded by Hartenstein. Hartenstein's got 6 rebounds in the game. Gilgeous-Alexander finds Hartenstein. And a wide open look for Gilgeous-Alexander. Nice open look, but it's no good. Hield outside. Screen by Adams. And the rejection by Holmgren. And it's out of bounds, and last touch by Holmgren. The Warriors making a switch here. Ball's checked in. And Oklahoma City with a change here, too. Wallace is checked in for Gilgeous-Alexander. We've got 28 seconds left in the third. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Ball. He takes it in, and it's good for 2.
I love seeing Ball be aggressive on offense. Good at knowing when to take initiative.
And this will be the last possession of the quarter if they're patient.
Yeah, it's all about clock management with these situations. Let's see how it plays out.
Holmgren sets the screen for Wallace. Pass to Hartenstein. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. It's San Francisco leading by just 2. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break.
12 minutes to the side is going to the finals.
While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our state Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's an unguardable pass, flat out. Give him credit for possessing that type of vision.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ballgame. Maxi Kleber is out there with Adams. Then there's Buddy Hield. Then there's Lonzo Ball. And it's Thompson in at the small forward. And so it's San Francisco with it, following the score by Oklahoma City. Pass to Kleber. The kick out to Ball. Kleber with a screen on Wallace. Here's Ball. Right through the cylinder that time. All net. And the Warriors lead by 2.
Such an easy shot to miscalculate. Great confidence, though, out of Lonzo Ball.
Caruso finds Wallace. Knocks it loose, and it's out of bounds. Oklahoma City able to retain possession here. And we've played through about a minute here in the fourth. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth, physical basketball, guys.
And the free throw is good, now leading by 1. The Warriors shooting 43% from the floor. A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. Thompson inside the line. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Hartenstein's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Outside Williams, over Thompson. The rebound by Hield. Fourth quarter now, we're about a minute and a half in. Now, here's Ball. down low. Here's Thompson, and stolen by Caruso. Oh, and a fast break for Oklahoma City. It's deflected. And that one goes out of bounds. They say last touch by Ball.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
And deflections, they're a stat that all teams track. They show who is the most active defensively.
Now here's Wallace. Joe passes to Hartenstein. Ball's knocked loose, and we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. Healed outside. Now Ball. Thompson outside. Jacks up a three. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ball's got 5 assists tonight.
I just love how fast Thompson gets his shot up. It makes him so much more lethal.
For San Francisco, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Here's Kleba. It's good. Now it's a 4-point San Francisco lead.
You know, he almost pulled the trigger on that possession, but recognized that there was a better option. That's what we mean by playing for your teammates.
Caruso, beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
Oh, it's not an easy look for Caruso in with these threes, but somehow he gets it to go.
Wallace against Ball. Thompson left side. Screen by Kleba. Corner shot. Here's Adams. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation.
Just lost his head out there. And what happened if you're pushing a little too hard?
Dort, he's checked in for the Thunder. The Thunder have gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. There's Williams. Ball is trying to break free. And it's Williams with the jam.
Fundamentals, guys, using the one-hand slam.
Well, he makes the basics look pretty exceptional. Timeout, Warriors.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
And we see it so often. One little tweak to the game plan and everything falls into place for a team.
And the Warriors with some changes. Chamberlain's checked in for Maxi Kleba. Paul George comes in for Klay Thompson. And it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope in for Heel. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Hey, during that last break, I heard the Warriors coach as he addressed the team. He told them this is what it's all about, proving we're the better team in a tough situation. But you got to want it. Coach told his guys they have what it takes to win here. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, David. The first free throw is good. Chamberlain hits them both.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
For Oklahoma City, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Back to Williams. And Williams throws it down.
Just a textbook lead pass right there, putting it right where it needed to be.
And here is Ball. It's George on the wing, defended by Dort. And George kicks to Caldwell-Pope. Over Wallace. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. Caldwell Pope's got 24 points. Caruso against Ball. Dort passes to Hartenstein. Makes it off the glass.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Yeah, it's clear why they go to him in these moments. They know he's going to deliver for them.
Now, here's Ball. Here's Chamberlain. Tries again. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
A massive energy force. Adams is about 270, and that's all nasty. Very hard to contain, and he draws a lot of fouls.
And the Thunder with some changes. Chet Holmgren, he's checked in for Williams. Isaiah Joe comes in for Cason Wallace. And Gilgeous-Alexander is subbed in for Alex Caruso.
And hey, he did just enough to get the lead. That's what's most important.
From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. And the three ball is good. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 32 points in the game. Gilgeous-Alexander against Ball. Pass to George. Now, here is Chamberlain. And it's Chamberlain finishing it off.
There is no chance that this game is tied up without his offensive firepower.
For Oklahoma City, they've gone 7 of 10 shooting the ball since the start of the fourth quarter. Joe with it. He's guarded by Caldwell Pope. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Stolen by George. Chamberlain a screen. Shot from 16. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. And the Warriors lead by 2.
And definitely a shot George willing to take. His stroke makes it easy work for him.
Joe with it. He's guarded by Caldwell Pope. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Hartenstein with the screen on George. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Warriors with the rebound. George has got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
Bounce pass Joe. There's another block.
And swatting shots away with ferocity.
GA, he is not messing around in this one. Outside, Ball. They double-team Chamberlain. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Caldwell Pope for 3. The kick out to Ball. George with the ball. Caldwell Pope passes to Adams. Over Hartenstein. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him.
And this is where Adams has the biggest impact. The closer to the basket, the more effective he is.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout. And he wants to see some changes out there right away and right now. San Francisco making a switch here. Arabia's checked in. Then for the Thunder, Jalen Williams comes in for Isaiah Hartenstein. And Wallace subbed in for Isaiah Joe. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. The Thunder with another miss. Warriors leading by 4. Caldwell Pope outside. To the inside. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander. Williams against Ball. Williams scanning the floor. Just 5 on the clock. Pass to Holmgren. Trying to end the drought. Ball with the rebound.
Yeah, no triples for him here in the second half. One fell in the first, though. Can he turn it up?
Now Chamberlain. Here's Laravia. Wants to get it to Holmgren and does. And now here comes Williams leading the break. And it's Williams with the jam.
Oh, nice job there from Holmgren. His guys appreciate when they're open, he gets them the ball.
Ball kicks to Chamberlain. Pass to Laravia. Back to Chamberlain. And he slams it down right on top of Chet Holmgren.
And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness. Outside, Dort fires from deep. Good on the triple. Dort's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
What a shot by Dort, keeping his cool and finding his team a bucket.
Outside, George. Pass to Laravia. Back to George. San Francisco passing it around. Puts up a 3. The basket good off the assist from Chamberlain. Chamberlain got his 5th assist in this one.
And guys, George takes pride in hitting big shots. Just get him the ball and let him do his thing.
Gilgeous-Alexander, that's a 2-pointer. Chamberlain with the rebound. San Francisco leading by 4. Outside, ball. Up top, Chamberlain. That shot off. Good D by Holmgren. Williams passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 15 points here in the second half. Now, here's ball. Pass to Chamberlain. Holmgren with the steal. And now a fast break for the Thunder. Here's Williams, and it's slammed in by Williams.
In a game this close, this late, that kind of D is clutch.
It is. And then, Greg, to go in for the flush. That could be a backbreaker.
This is how you completely steal the momentum. It's clear who is in control of the game right now.
Here's George, following the score by Oklahoma City. Laravia passes the ball. Caldwell Pope outside. 6 on the shot clock. It's George on the wing. Connects from downtown.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
What a huge play coming through when it matters most.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout here. The magnitude at this juncture in the game clearly warranting a timeout. Turning here to our analysts, what factors, guys, come to your mind?
And usually you want to go for the 2-for-1 here to maximize the clock.
And the Warriors making a change here. .32 seconds left in the fourth quarter. It's good! And that shot brings them to within just 1.
And what a shot from Gilgeous-Alexander. This guy isn't afraid of the moment. Wow.
Here's George. It drops.
And there was a time when folks said George wasn't a clutch shooter. Remember? Not anymore, people.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout. This is a huge moment, folks, in this game. And he wants to be prepared. And wants their best move at this point.
And if you can get a 3, shoot it. Otherwise, get the quick 2 and a foul.
Yeah, time is the enemy at this point. So I think I'd go for the tie and avoid playing the foul game.
Good!
And where some feel stressed, Gilgeous Alexander feels strength. Love the confidence from the young fella.
19 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And they commit an intentional foul. It's another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
And you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
19 seconds left in the fourth. And he commits the intentional foul.
Third personal foul. Fourth team foul. Red zone. Taking 2 shots.
Good on the first, and that will put them up by 2. And the second free throw, no good. A tough break there.
This isn't a done deal yet, but they have got to move quick.
Yeah, they need to focus on scoring every possession and not turning over the ball.
From deep, Gilgeous Alexander. That's it. They've won the series.
Getting emotional as we watch all of this go down. Just an amazing accomplishment. You can tell from the moment these playoffs begun that they were committed to a deep playoff run. They had belief in themselves.
And they had to battle out a tough Western Conference to make it here. They overcame a lot of challenges along the way.
Yeah, I mean, credit to everyone from the players to the coaches to the front office. This team was built to contend, and all that hard work from everyone has paid off. Now they turn their attention to the ultimate prize, winning the NBA championship.
But for the moment, the celebration continues for the Western Conference champions. That concludes this broadcast of the Western Conference Finals. For Greg Anthony, Richard Jefferson, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan.
Oh, man, there you have it, a nail-biter. Game 7 coming down to the last shot. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander with a chance to send it to overtime, to win the game, actually, with a 3. But was not able to hit with Caldwell Pope all in his face. Man, Wilt Chamberlain gutted it out. Just, you have to give credit to what Hartenstein and Holmgren did in this 7-game series. Wearing Chamberlain down. You can just see it game after game. Look at that. He got 19 rebounds. Now, he wasn't doing that in the first game, the second game, the third game. By the time it got to the fourth game, and then the fifth game, you can just see it. Chamberlain getting more and more worn down physically. And Chamberlain tonight with 28 points, but his teammates stepped up. Now, look at that. Caldwell Pope and George combined for over 50. Helping out to combine for them over. Now they scored over 60, but and Chet Holmgren, all those guys, but Chamberlain with those rebounds, those assists, and then those key 7 blocks to counter what Holmgren did with 8 blocks, which is insane. And then you have to factor in Chamberlain's 8 offensive rebounds that really kept him in it. OKC only had a maximum of, I believe that's 5 offensive rebounds to 8. And the second chance points, let's see the second chance points on that. Second chance points was 21. There you go, guys. There's the story. There's the story. Without that, OKC wins this game, probably running away. 21 second chance points, bro, and you win by 2. You don't need no statisticians for this one. That's pretty obvious what happened here. 16 offensive rebounds to 8. And it wasn't Chamberlain. As I said before, it wasn't Chamberlain scoring that was the problem for OKC. It was the rebounding. And tonight, that's what did them in. This is the first game probably since Game 3 that they couldn't get a handle on Chamberlain on the rebounding when it mattered. And it really killed them late. So let's go ahead and take a look here at the statistics here. Individually, let's go ahead and start with Jalen Williams. Had a great series. I think he averaged, see what his splits are in this series per game. If they'll show it to us. I don't think they're going to show it to us. And they'll show us the play, but not the series, though, unfortunately. That's okay, though. He pretty much averaged like around 35 points in this series. It was ridiculous. I think he had a series high of 45, 47 points. I think that was in game 4 or 5. But yeah, he was unstoppable in this series, man. We had no answers for him. Remember, he missed game 1 with the injury, then he came back, and from that point on, man, he was just a nightmare matchup. But man, we had to gut it out, man. You can't say enough with Hartenstein and Chet Holmgren are the only two dudes that I have seen that have been able to wear Chamberlain down. Now, granted, you're talking about 100 games into the season. You know what I mean? You were talking about playoff time, but still, you know, you holding Chamberlain to 28 points in a game 7, dude. That's huge. And it wasn't like he wasn't going. Like I had to change the offense just to get Chamberlain some easy shots. I highlighted that earlier in the broadcast. I had to change the offense because the low post opportunities weren't working because he wasn't getting the space necessary to elevate over these guys. Because he doesn't have any explosion really. So you got to get him moving towards the basket, or get him in situations where he can get offensive rebounds and go back up with it strong. Because his one-on-one post-up moves one-on-one post-up plays weren't working after game 3. Like from game 4 on, they just shut all that down. So we had to go to to pinch post entry passes, weak side cutter plays, I was even calling pin downs. Yeah, pin downs for Wilt Chamberlain. Think about that. Pin down. I was calling pin downs to get him on the move for catch and goes, so he can go to the basket with some momentum. So this. I had to pull all the stops out there to win this series. If I stayed in that original offense, they would have won this easily. They would have came back and won the series. And they still almost won. Even with everything that I did, they still almost won this thing. Defense showed up though. Undermanned. Jalen Williams. I'm showing him yet again, I know, but just in case some may have missed it. And now we're going to take a look here at Gilgeous-Alexander, just unstoppable, man. Steals, all these steals they had. 3-pointers. Remember, we played this game without Keon Ellis is hurt. Harrison Barnes is hurt. So this was pretty much an 8-man rotation that won this game. Pretty much. We just rolled Wilt, KCP, Paul George, Alvarado, and Lonzo. And that was pretty much the guys that won this game for us tonight. And Wilt, of course. And Wilt's rebounding was the big story because KCP and George carried us, man. KCP came out in the first quarter. Look what KCP did in the first quarter, y'all. 14 big points. 14. Without that, we probably got blown out. KT went 6 of 12 in the fourth quarter, though, 2 for 12. Carried him in the first quarter. I know Wilt had 10, but it was an ugly 10. It wasn't like he was dominant with it. Most of it came off. He had 3 offensive rebounds to even get some putbacks to even make that happen. So, yeah, KCP stepped up. Huge, man. Then Paul George came alive in the second half with 8 points. Third quarter, Paul, 7 points again, 6 from KCP. Wilt only got 4, but Wilt steadily getting the rebounds, though, keeping it alive. And then the fourth quarter, Paul George came alive and carried him home with the big shots. Paul actually hit the big 3 in the corner that really put us up for good off of that Chamberlain double team. Let's go ahead and take a look at that play if we can. That Paul George 3, here it is. This is the play that really did in OKC right here. I think this is off of offensive rebound no less too. I think because Paul went in. We had just gotten a stop. We had gotten an OKC. We didn't get a stop. My boy, I take that back. We didn't get a stop. They had just scored to tie the game up. I think at 100. Let's see if I can see a score here. Yeah, you can see it in the background there. The score right there. Actually, they took the lead. Actually, no, we're up, and then they score, and now the game is tied. And now the game is tied at 102. You can see it in the back there on the scoreboard. So the game's 102. So we come down. Sorry about the management on this. I'm not really good with the replay. I know I should be by now, but I'm just not. We didn't get the stop, so we come down. We give up the 2 points. We come down. I call a right side play for Paul George to get him going, something to the basket. We got set. Chamberlain's going to come up here and set the pick. And I wanted Chamberlain for the pick. I waved him off. but I took him. So I went inside. They cover it well. We go up. George gets fouled. They don't call it. He's got the man. Where's the foul? They don't call it. Big time rebound by Larivia. Now I call him. Right side post up for Chamberlain. Meanwhile, I want to send Paul George to the deep corner because I know they're going to double team from the deep corner at this point. 7 seconds to go on the shot clock. It's 38 seconds to go. Game is tied. Game 7. Chamberlain is exhausted. They send it. We swing it back to George. Wide open buckets. Team Chamberlain up by 3 points. Never to relinquish it again. Man, that was an unbelievable sequence, man. And then we just came down to a free throw shooting contest. And then the last shot by Gilgeous, that he missed. And that was it. So, yep. Good game 7. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Let's take a quick look here at some of the highlights from Paul George and Caldwell Pope. Man, this OKC defense is ridiculous, man. That's the best defense I've encountered all season long, man. It's by far the best. Man, you have to really, really monitor your passes. You can't take any chances, man. You can't, man. You got to be on it, man. You gotta watch your passing angles. You gotta make sure guys are clearing screens before you pass. You can't assume that they're gonna clear the screen before you pass. You know, you gotta wait for that sucker to clear that screen and then you pass it. But the problem is they're so good in recovery because a lot of times the best part about using screens is you want to pass before the guy clears so you can take advantage of the rub he gets. But with these guys, they do such a good job of keeping bodies on guys. It's hard to get that rub that you're looking for, so you gotta wait for the guy to clear. But by the time you do that, they recover, and you don't get and like right there, like Caldwell Pope, you see that right there on the right hand side, where Caldwell Pope received the ball, the guy was right in his face, right after the pass. So yeah, OKC's defense is great, man. But there you go, guys. That's Game 7. I hope you guys enjoy it. Let's go ahead and move on here to the NBA Finals. Wilt Chamberlain, the Western Conference player. MVP. Look at that. Look at those numbers, though. They held him. Chamberlain averaged 47 points and 37 rebounds in the season. They held him to 39 points and 27 and 63% shooting. Man, those are monster numbers, but compared to what we usually see, I think they did a good job. Now, I will say this, though. The assists went up by about 2. He averaged 2 extra assists against them than he averaged against everybody else because of the double teaming. But, man, unbelievable series. They came back. I gotta give OKC credit. They came back from 3 games to 0 to force that game 7. Man, that was crazy. That's up there with what happened with Showtime. It's like, you know, remember what happened with Showtime in Minnesota in the Magic Johnson Larry Bird series. High drama. But with that being said, guys, let's go ahead and move on and take a look here at Game 1 of the NBA Finals, and we find the Boston Celtics. It will be Wilt Chamberlain taking on the Boston Celtics at center. They have Kristaps Porzingis. Now, I don't think they got the kind of personnel to do what OKC did. You know what I'm saying? Because, yeah, it's not going to be looking good. Let's take a look here at the Boston Celtics starting 5 here. Or their bench, I should say. You got Kristaps Porzingis at center. Okay, cool. He's long, rangy guy. He's 7'2", 240. Athletic, can run. He can match Chamberlain on those metrics to a certain degree. But then when you get past him, who you got? They don't have anybody size-wise. I think they got Al Horford is their second. Yeah, I think so. Let's take a look. As a matter of fact, let's go deep into the rosters here to see what their center core looks like. Oh, actually, Al Horford's actually injured. They don't even have him. He's injured. Holy crap. They're screwed, man. They got Luke Cornett coming in at 7'1", 250. Neemish Queen. They're in trouble. They're in trouble. They're in trouble. They're in trouble. If Porzingis gets in foul trouble, they don't. I mean, they got the size. I give them that they got the size. They got a lot of size, but size ain't enough. You need guys that can actually got the talent to defend, who can actually rebound. Let's take a look at their rebounding. Okay, Cornette's a 91 offensive rebound. Okay, I'll give him credit for that. That'll be a problem. But he can't defensively rebound, so that's a problem. That's going to open up Chamberlain to get a lot of offensive rebounds. They don't have anybody that can keep Chamberlain off the glass offensively. Because if you can't defensive rebound, that means you're giving up offensive rebounds. Oh, man. And Jesus Christ, they can't run worth a shit either. I thought Porzingis was more athletic than this. Holy crap, they're going to get killed in transition. And they're all weak, too. They ain't got no strength up front. Porzingis is in shape, though. The other guys are out of shape. They need to get on a treadmill, brother. It's not looking good for the Celtics front line because once you get past them, now you got to go down to, some dude named Drew Peterson. You might mess around and see Jason Tatum playing center. If they get down to it. I don't think that'll happen, though. They got enough. They got 3 bodies they can throw at Chamberlain. They got 1, 2, 3 legit 7-footers who are over 240 pounds plus that they can throw at Chamberlain. So we'll see how it goes, guys. And with that, I will have that game coming for you guys a little bit later as the NBA Finals in the Wilt Chamberlain 1962 series in the modern era comes to an head here in the NBA Finals. Not without its bumps in the road, as we just saw with OKC. What's going to happen? Will Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum and Derek White be enough to take down what has been the most dominant force in the NBA this season? Team Chamberlain coming in, the roster is not 100%. Harrison Barnes is hurt. Keon Ellis is hurt, so we're not at full strength. But they just beat OKC, the best defense in the league. What's going to happen? Tune in to find out. I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed.